with the idea of doing an electric car commercial for the Super Bowl, I signed on immediately. I'll tell you why. There's two reasons. First of all, I've been fighting a clean energy crusade since I was governor of the great state of California. So it was a perfect fit, the whole thing. I mean, because of our policies in California, we were leading the world into the future. And the second reason, of course, is that there is no bigger stage than the Super Bowl. It was a huge moment for electric cars. I just loved it. I was so happy about that. Finally, they've arrived. And then, of course, I have to be honest, I also loved playing Zeus. I mean, the god of all gods. Yes, I loved it. I was so happy with the tremendous success of the commercial. I tell you, I was so excited about it because we really connected with the people. And because of their great success, BMW came to me and asked me if I wanted to continue working with them. And I said, of course. I said, of course, I would love to keep helping you, kind of spreading the great idea of clean and sustainable cars. I mean, it's such a great thing to go after, such a great goal. Then they told me about they have even more futuristic kind of technology that they're working on at this point. And how I felt about artificial intelligence. I said, you must be kidding. I mean, you're talking to the guy that has started more science fiction movies than anyone else in the history. I mean, think about it, Terminator, Predator, Total Recall, Terminator 2, Sixth Day, Twins. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, let's be honest, they're asking me what I think about it. I mean, from cloning to artificial intelligence to traveling to Mars, my movie career covered it all. And we have seen so many of those things that were science fiction back in the 80s and 90s that became science facts. You see? But I have to be honest with you, I was a little concerned because most of my movies, the machines, were the enemy. But today, we found ways to use technology as an ally. We all carry computers around in our pockets. They make robots. They can dance and do obstacle courses. People are cloning their dogs. Artificial intelligence is creating art and music and writing and all of these kind of things. And it's even helping Hollywood with movie making. This is why there's one thing I can't understand about Hollywood. Because a lot of people in Hollywood, they're worried about AI. No, this is the only place in the world where people with bleached hair and fake breasts and collagen lips worry about something that is artificial. How does that make sense to you? How does that make sense to you? Now, all jokes aside, when BMW told me about their new vision for AID, I loved it. I thought it was such a nice, new, creative idea. I had a big smile on my face when they told me about that. A machine that actually cares. Reminds me a little bit of a character that they played in Terminator 2, the T-800, that saved, humanity. So this was really great. And I love that BMW is leading the way to the future and that they are learning from all of my movies, all of the technology, that for technology to really work, that it has to work with humans and not against us. And I am in heaven that they have been striving to be the most sustainable car company in the world and using all of their technological expertise to terminate pollution once and for all. Isn't that great? Let's give them a big hand for that. Come on. I mean, because I tell you, you can argue about climate change and about global warming from here to eternity, but the fact of the matter is that 7 million people every year die because of pollution. Yes, because of pollution. So I think the time is over for the debates and the arguments. We have to act. And we have to act on the local level, we have to act nationally, and we have to act globally. I often tell people that when it comes to our environment, Technology will save us all. And we see this with the boom in the solar and wind, and we see this with the new battery projects, and we see it with those beautiful clean cars. So I want to congratulate BMW for leading the way into the future and embracing new technology instead of fighting it, like some other companies do. I'm not going to mention any names. No, I'm not going to go there. The bottom line is technology can solve all the biggest problems. It can change the world. And like you've just seen, it can be really, really fun. That is for sure. So I'm so excited to be part of this whole project and part of BMW and promoting this whole thing. And I wanted to say thank you to them. And now I would like to bring back the CEO of BMW, Oliver Zipse, to share more of BMW's vision. Come around here, Oliver. Look at this man here. Look at his deltoids. Look at his chest. Look at this here. Man, the guy looks good. He looks good in those calves. Look at this guy. Man, this guy's in shape. I love it.
Thank you, Arnold. You're the man. This is so much fun with you. And audience, the only person alive who was a governor, a time-traveling android, and a pregnant man. This is the man. And if you want to know something about the future, he's the man to ask. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That was great. That was a pleasure. Thank you.
Let's see the pregnant handshake. Come on. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.